check in with her shortly. And the Cowboys headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. On the move. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Defense in press coverage. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Direct snap. It's Hardy. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Well, that's a good sign if you're on offense. You're early on the opening drive, 3rd down and short. You're running the football. You're getting some push, and you're just able to get it beyond the sticks to keep the offense on the field.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles. And
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Running inside, it's Hawkins. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking left. He's got an open man. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Cowboys peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity.
Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The corners are walked up tight. The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Right back to the well. Hard running there. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They get to the line quickly.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
They'll give it to Hardy. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Snagged out of the air. Still on his feet at the 35. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Looks as if he's going to run it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Hardy. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Big 3rd down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll start this drive going to the air. Under fire. Breaks loose. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The run inside. It's Hawkins. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. And we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Got a little press. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here's Simmons to throw. Fires to the middle. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. And that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense coming through with the 1st sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
And the Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the back. Makes the catch. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
But one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Here's a give to Hardy. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got
Caught, and he's got room. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Simmons unloads to the right. Pulls it in. It's Hardy. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Page. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted and room to run.
And he can fill up the hand now with that big man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throwing Simmons. Escapes the pressure to his right. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half.
Snags it and he's open. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, that's really good. So he's a weapon that they will use throughout the football game.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line, getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barnes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They think there's room to run to the right here.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Tigers. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Effective offense has led the way, but a most effective defensive play there.
No doubt. Putting separation now. This game's starting to get out of hand. Defense making plays like this. Offense continuing to score points. Hey, defense wins championships and apparently scores points.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. Let's lead things off with Houston taking on the number 18 team, the Arizona Wildcats. And it's the Cougars coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. To the air on 1st down. Hit as he throws. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Gets it out quickly. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Cowboys will hustle to the line. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. It's on target and complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now the play fake. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
I'll tell you what, man, they learned to start this nice drive together.
You always 55.
The game,
You said it was going to be a touchdown pass, you crazy asshole.
I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Hardy. Got a man, it's Simmons. Flying down the left side. He's at the 10, into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. That drive, a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. Takes it inside his own 20, chance for great field position here. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
The Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Tight end finds a soft spot. Tripped up for the tackle. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Fights off the defender. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Quarterback will keep it. Past the 30. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses. And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together, 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes the grab on the left. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. 3rd and goal where the strong come through.
I don't know what we're yelling about!
Running inside. It's Roberts.
Loud noises!
Touchdown Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
Number 19, set to kick this one away.
Coming out with it, it's Barnes. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. He wants to throw it. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He's got him. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you,
He's into the open down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Looks as if we have an injured Cowboy on the play. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel.
Number 19, set to kick off.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
First and 10.
Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. There he goes to the left. Past the 30. 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but
It's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller has done.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Inside the to the house. Touchdown, Missouri! They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. With that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On the ground with the counter. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Right back to the well.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Takes the handoff. It's Hawkins. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Trying play action. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
On the snap, it's Roberts. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Looking for space, it's Hawkins. Oh, he's got some space. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. They didn't just jumpstart that drive, they've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And it's up and no good. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that.
Oklahoma State, 23. Number 16, set to advance on the football.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Reads it, fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Makes a grab and room to run. The 30. The 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown.
Number 19, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with him. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football.
1 yard. Don't mean nothing.
Opponent, start from finish, nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.